Hi there and welcome back. This video is my first tutorial on XPaths wherein we'll see what's an XPath, we'll have little knowledge on XML tutorial and we'll finally learn the basics of XPath expressions. Watch the video till end to understand what XPaths are. But before that, can you please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel? This gives me motivation that I should continue making such videos. So stay tuned with me. Let's begin. So let's understand XPaths today. The XPath is called as an XML path, and XML is nothing but an XML markup language. It's a programming language to represent a data. Now let's see, before moving to the XPath, let's understand an XML document. On the screen, this is my sample XML that I'm taking for this video. In this XML, a terminology used in XML is called an element or a node. Anything between the Anglo brackets is called an element or a node. So contributors is an element, topic meta is an element, authors is an element, contributor is an element. Likewise, here canonicals is an element. Canonical is an element. So all these are elements. And anything which is part of an element and has a value is called an attribute. For example, the element topic meta space attribute topic ID equals to has a value. This is an attribute. The attribute name is topic ID and its value is 361. Likewise, if you look at this contributor node, this contributor node has a contributor ID as its attribute, and this attribute has a value this. It has the second attribute as sort order and has a value this. So if you see this, these are the this is called a node with an attribute, but if you see the authors doesn't have any attribute. Likewise, the contributors node doesn't have any attribute. So in an XML, it could be possible that we have attributes and we do not have attributes. Now, moving further, if you see a little carefully on this XML is nothing but a tree-like structure. And this is very important to understand that the XML's tree-like structure relationship. Every element which comes within this Anglo bracket is a node element. So this is a topic meta node. This is a contributor node. Likewise, all of these are nodes. Now, this tree-like structure is, if you collapse this topic meta, see the topic meta has all the elements within itself, all the nodes within itself. So topic meta is a parent. In XML, the relationship goes like we have it in our family. The family has a parent and a child. The same way in this XMLs, we have some relationship. For example, the topic meta has this 7th child, out of which this child has children, this child has children. This child is an empty node which doesn't have any children. So if you expand any of its child which has a children, for example this one, this child has 6 more children. So these 6 children are grandchildren of topic meta but an immediate children of contributors. Now all these children also have their children as well. So this contributor node is a children to author and a grandchildren to this and great grandchildren to this. Likewise, this section editor has a children. Deputy editor, editors-in-chief has 2 children. This has 2 children. So these 2 children among themselves are siblings because they share the same parent. So the node, 2 nodes can be called a sibling if they have the same parent. And so likewise, these 2 nodes are siblings, but this contributor node and this contributor node are not siblings because they have different parent. This contributor has a parent as author and this contributor has a parent as editors-in-chief. Now, if you collapse these 2 parents and see The parent of author is contributors. The parent of editor-in-chief is contributors. So these nodes are siblings, but their children are different. Like their children are not sibling among themselves. These two are two siblings, and this is a lone child, a single child element. This node doesn't have any siblings. So this family structure, if you understand in XML, then it's like 50% of the XPath expression you can understand. If you understand this XML family structure, then you will be able to construct XPaths very easily, the dynamic XPaths very easily. So we'll see about this in our later videos. Now moving ahead, let's look at what an XPath is. An XPath is a query language that revolves around the programming language XML. So it's actually used for XML and XSLT programming languages. The XPath was originally developed by W3C developers. Using this query language, you can get certain information from the XML. The information like you can navigate through the XML. The entire XML, you can use XPath expressions to navigate through the XML. You can select a node or set of nodes or get a set of nodes from the XML document. You can even locate an element on an XML document. Now this is the feature that we extensively use to locate element on an XML document. This the DOM, the web browser DOM, is also an XML it's an XML like structure. So there the XPaths works, and we can locate elements on a web browser. We'll learn about this soon. So let's first understand the basics of any XPath expression. The XPath expression is like follows a directory like structure. For example, if you want to reach my folder in your computer, so you and it is under a temp C drive, so you write something like C drive : and then /temp/ my folder. Here the my folder is a child of temp, and temp is a child of C drive, which means my folder is contained in temp and temp is contained in C drive. So if you see this relationship and this structure, similar structure is followed in XPath expression. The XPath does not use any backward slash, it uses only forward slash. If you use a single slash in an XPath expression, it generally refers to the root element. In our example of the XPath, the root element was topic meta. So if your XPath expression starts with single slash, you would have to write the root element name. For example, suppose, and then after your XPath expression, the subsequent item names you give in your XPath expression is called a child element. Let's understand this better. For example, you want to reach a child element whose node name is child node 2. Now this child node 2 is a child to child node 1, which is a child to the parent, the root element. Now this is how you would write in a normal XPath expression. Starting with the single slash, you have to give the root element first, then its child node 1, and then since child node 1 contains child node 2, so we write child node 1, then slash, single slash, and then the next child name, the child name 2. In this case, there is only 2 levels of hierarchy, and so it looks like a short XPath. But wonder if you have to go to the nth to the 100th child of that 100th child of a node. So in a web page, there can be any number of child. So it's not restricted to 100 or 150. It can be any number. So just imagine how long this XPath expression would look like if you go from the root element. So this is a very cumbersome way to reach any node, and also if any of the parent goes off or changes its name, then your XPath will break. So the XPath also provides you a facility with double slash. If you use 2 forward slashes, then it means that you're telling the machine that look for any the element that you want to look for that element anywhere in the XML. Start from anywhere, just or in the DOM. For example, finding the child node 2, we would just have to write / child node 2, and this will list all the nodes which starts with child node 2. Now, considering to our XML that we had, if we want to know all the contributors listed in this XML, if you want to list down the number of contributors nodes that we have in our XML, which we would need an XPath expression. So this contributor nodes, we would have to construct an XPath expression for this. So let's see how we can construct an XPath expression for this. Now coming back to the browser screen, we have the same XML document here, and we were interested in knowing how many contributor nodes this XML document has. So let's construct the XPath expression for this. We will follow the forward slash notations, 2 forward slash, and then we are interested on the node contributor. So we just write this. By writing this, you are done. This will list out all the contributor nodes available in this XPath XML. This way, we were interested in knowing only the contributor node, ignoring its parent. Now, suppose we want to know by its parent. We want to know the node editor in chief, how many contributor child it has. So in that case, you would have to specify the parent that you need. So double forward slash, then let's write the parent name there. Here, and then a single forward slash. Going further, we always need a single forward slash to represent moving the navigation direction within the XML. Here, the single forward slash tells we are going down and we are looking for the children contributor, the immediate child, the contributor. So this will list out all the contributor node which are child to editors in chief. So we can validate this particular XPath expression in this Chrome browser itself. By doing this, if you right click and hit inspect, you will land up on the DOM page. By default, the DOM is opened up into the XML tab. Click on the console tab. Now I'm going to share this very handy hack that you can use in a Chrome browser or on Firefox to validate your XML XPath. Your XPath expression is correct or not. So this way, first one was to get a list of all contributor nodes which are present in this XML. So we did forward slash and we wrote this contributor. So and then close this, notice please, close this, close the parenthesis. See, it gives us a list of 7 contributor nodes available in this complete XML. And if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, we have 7 contributor node. Now next thing, we were interested in finding how many contributor node this node has, how many child contributor nodes editor in chief has. So our expression was, we go to the parent editors in chief and we do a single forward slash and find out how many contributor node, child contributor nodes this parent has, and it is listing down 2. So you see, this contributor has two contributors. This editors in chief parent has 2 contributor nodes as a child. So you see, these XPath expressions are so easy to frame by looking at the XML itself. You do not need any tool to construct XPaths. So in the upcoming tutorial, we will learn how more on the XPaths. Till then, keep watching and keep learning. Thank you so much.